If your procurement team spends months negotiating the absolute lowest landed cost for your physical products, but completely ignores the plastic bubble wrap, polybags, and shrink wrap used to transport them, your profit margins are about to take a direct hit at the border. Welcome back. Today we are breaking down a major regulatory shift in global trade compliance that has fundamentally changed the cost of importing. We are moving away from standard tariffs and looking at the new operational reality of the plastic packaging tax. Spearheaded by HM Revenue and Customs in the UK and rapidly expanding across the European Union through extended producer responsibility mandates, governments have introduced a highly aggressive financial mechanism to force supply chains to become sustainable. They are no longer just taxing the commodity you are selling. They are explicitly taxing the material you use to protect it. The mechanism is incredibly straightforward, but administratively complex. If you import goods into these jurisdictions, and the packaging surrounding those goods is predominantly plastic, you are legally liable to pay a specific tax per metric ton of that packaging. There is only one legal exemption. You must prove, with absolute supply chain transparency, that the plastic packaging contains a minimum of 30% recycled material. This is where the massive compliance headache begins for importers. When you buy a shipping container of electronics or apparel from a manufacturer overseas, you usually have no idea what exact chemical composition makes up their plastic wrap or shipping pallets. The overseas factory generally buys the cheapest virgin plastic available to keep their own overhead low. But when those goods arrive at your destination port, the domestic tax authority doesn't care about the overseas factory's cost savings. You are the importer of record. If you cannot provide certified documentation proving the 30% recycled content threshold, you will be hit with the full weight of the plastic packaging tax, significantly increasing your total cost of goods sold. Furthermore, you are legally required to register for this tax, track the exact weight of all the plastic packaging you import, and submit highly detailed quarterly returns. Failure to accurately weigh and report your packaging materials leads to severe financial penalties and intensive audits. So, how do professional logistics directors adapt to this new global policy? You must rethink your vendor agreements immediately. First, you must conduct a comprehensive packaging audit across your entire supply chain. You need to identify exactly how much plastic is entering your logistics network. Second, you must update your supplier compliance manuals. You can no longer allow your overseas factories to choose their own packing materials. You must explicitly mandate that all polybags, stretch wrap and dunnage must meet the 30% recycled threshold, and you must demand the chemical certification documents from them before the ship leaves the origin port. If your suppliers cannot source compliant recycled plastics, you must force a transition to alternative materials, such as corrugated cardboard or biodegradable plant-based alternatives, which are entirely exempt from the tax. Stop treating packaging as an invisible necessity. It is now a highly regulated, taxable commodity. Audit your materials, redesign your vendor contracts, and protect your margins. Are you currently tracking the weight of the plastic packaging in your imports? Drop a comment below with your industry, and let's discuss how to optimize your materials. Thanks for watching. Modernize your compliance, source sustainable packaging, and see you in the next video.